Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and variations thereupon. Welcome back to Rimworld. Now, when we last left off, our intrepid little techie person here stuck our nice little person here in the tube for power. We got our bathroom done, and we've started composting sludge. Things are looking up. We also have our droids wandering around that I was, of course, a dum-dum and didn't realize that I could activate. So, what do I want to accomplish this episode? Well, I would really like to get our drug production underway so we can start making some money. Furthermore, I would actually like to add another line of traps. And that's pretty much it. That's what I want to get started on this episode. So let's go ahead and get going, shall we? And of course, our little Kasumi is busy researching away. Pretty much the only thing that she's good for. But we've got our robots wearing the dead man's clothes, which I think is hilarious. And they're going out and getting all that stuff done. So, let's go ahead and figure out our drug production. Eventually, I want to build and expand this way. So I think I'm going to keep everything over here in line with what's going on right there. I want to eventually have defenses all the way over here with a kill box over this way to prevent against big, huge raids. But our wealth is not super high at the moment, so I'm not particularly worried about it. So let's go ahead and get some zones set up for our drug growth, shall we? And I'm going to put these all the way over here against the sand to make up the most production. And we'll have two fields going on. This one over here. We're going to plant psychoid. And over here, we're going to plant psychoid as well. Very good. I saw a couple comments about possibly growing some corn, so let's go ahead and throw some corn in there as well. Of course, this is all going to be, we're going to till it and we're going to fertilize it. So we'll put rows of corn in all the way over here. Fantastic. And this, of course, is for potato and heel root, but I'm kind of thinking this might not be enough heel root, but we'll, so I might add some more down here, but we also have this extremely fertile ground down here that we need to think about using. But first, let's go over and go into flooring and get our tilled soil. There we go. Fantastic. This is going to make everything just a little bit more efficient and give us quicker growth speeds. And since we have our robot friends, it's going to get done fairly quickly. So while that's going on, let's take a look down here and start working on the next set of defenses. And we want this out of granite. And this big old beastly thing. We're going to hold this open for now. Just as a quick way to go in and out. Now, we'll be able to just work all night thanks to our robot friends, and of course, our person has gone to sleep. Power is definitely becoming a little bit of an issue. We've got some stuff rotting away, and that's unfortunate. Even though we're putting out over 1,000 watts, we're still struggling. Why are we struggling here? I'm not sure. Maybe when maybe this is just not quite enough. So we might need to think about building another bioreactor and capturing another person. This, of course, will boost us by another 1,000 watts. And, you know, a few of these is comparable to geothermal, and we wouldn't have to worry about having an ingress weakness, which is another thing, and I think this is just hilarious. We do have to worry about keeping our power up because we have a limited number of droid batteries. When these go and we have no power, our droids will die, and not in a very pleasant way. I don't know why these are not being replanted. Perhaps we need to manually set one of our droids to plant and grow. So you're on grow and plant cut and construct. Well, why don't we bump this down to 3? And you can do crafting and constructing. And 3 can just do whatever. You, however, I would like you to just go hibernate. No sense in you wasting power, wandering around, doing terrible things. We're wasting fuel, but that is fine. Drug production, fantastic. So now that we have this, that means that we can actually start doing our lovely, what is this? Dynamic electromagnets? No, we don't need this yet. Psychite refining. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go with Yayo. I think that's the route we're going to go. So let's go ahead and start on that, shall we? Fantastic. And of course, looks like we're getting our psychoid plants planted in the ground. I kind of wish we would get focused on our actual rice plants, but they'll get to it eventually. Now that we have our other bathroom, though, we no longer need this terrible one, so let's deconstruct that. So apparently this is going to be our little supply room. I would like to build a lab for drug production. And I think I would like to build it in a little shack over here. Or maybe over here. I'm not sure yet. We'll think about that. But one of the things we need to get up and going is communication. And that will probably be our next thing after this drug thing is done. Because the beauty of it is that we can just have the robot work on the drugs overnight. And we'll be able to build up our wealth super quickly. Now, we don't have a ton of, what is this? Where is it? Raw resources. We've got 663 steel, and there's a lot of it on the map. So while we don't have a ton in our supply, it will be fairly easy to get some more. So let's go ahead and build some more traps, because I'd rather not have to deal with any sort of raids that are going to break us. Now, even if we deal with some sappers, we probably should close that up right there. Fantastic. And we are eventually going to have a kill box on the other side. I think I want to do 2 or 3 levels deep on the traps, and then a kill box to prevent us against nasty, huge bug raids. Is kind of my plan with that. Very good. So now we're getting our planting done. And this droid is just basically the Planter Bod 3000. And of course, we've got some more mining to do over here. And of course, we have a new quest available, the Deserter. A child spy is calling from nearby. She has deserted the army of Empire Osis and is being hunted by a loyalist squad. She wishes to join you at base 1. I do not wish to be an enemy of the Empire at this time. So we're going to go ahead and just ignore that for now. Excellent. And we have our second rung of defenses. Let's go ahead and build another door. And this is looking fantastic. Although we are a little bit low on granite, but that's okay because we've got our little boy Working hard. So we're going to suspend this, and we are going to turn back on we're going to pull from a reasonable amount and mark these for hauling. Fantastic. So that we can get some more granite blocks. This, of course, we're going to have to, have held open for now. But that does mean that we will have some animals wandering in. Now, these wild pods, if I remember correctly, are not going to harm us. But they might eat our crops. But we'll approach that when we come to it. Okay, it's a little bit later, and we have finally finished Psychite refining. Fantastic. So now let's go ahead and start in on our plans for, what was it that I said? I know I said something. I had a plan and then I totally lost it. Oh, right. We're going to be doing our drug lab. So let's go ahead and get, let's see, let's do Psychoid brewing. Yes. I think what we need to do is redo our lab here, coming up here pretty quickly. That's what we need to do. Let's go ahead and start on sewage treatment. Because after that, we should be able to go to sewage treatment. Slowly clean sewage over time. No, that's not actually what I want. What I want is water filtration. So we can build water treatment. So we don't have to worry about getting sick. Fantastic. Because we're going to need a lot of water. Okay. Now what we should do is start doing our little drug lab. So I don't want to go into Undermountain, and that's one of the reasons I'm not going underground. But if we dig a little bit way into here, we can build our drug lab. So I think that that's what we're going to do, but I want to be careful not to go into Undermountain so that we don't risk bug infestations, because that would be terrible. This is quite an awesome map. I'm very happy with it. Oh, I'd rather you not work at the titanium for now. We're also going to need to redo our research station. So what I think I'm going to do is move my research and drug production into the same area. And yes, I could definitely expand this way and it wouldn't be an issue. I kind of want to keep it close to pristine ruins, huh? No, no thank you. I kind of want to keep it close to my storage here so that they're not running all the way around. So let's go ahead and toggle this back. Oh, and that's we're already hit Undermountain. Well, that's not going to work. So we need to build and put something back in there. That was a mistake. We shall not dig any further. Did we dig Undermountain over here? No, we did not. Okay. Well, now we know. Oh, I love how they just boxed that in. Well, that was useless, guys. Come on now. Thank you. Well, what I'm going to do then is I am just going to build a new research station area about right there. That should be fine. We should still have room for our kill box. In fact, we might even be able to use this wall for part of... No. See if... You know what? Let's do the kill box now. I know I'm kind of going all over the place, but let's plan our kill box now so we can know exactly where we're gonna expand. So I'm gonna do another 2 lines of traps like we discussed. And then we'll do our kill box. That sound good? And I know I don't have to have this. Technically it's blocked there, but I think it looks weird. So what we'll do for this then is we'll bring it right along till about there. About there. And then this will start the formation of our kill box. Actually, we don't need to. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then we'll build all the way up to here. And this will be our kill box area. And the droids, of course, can get working on that. We're probably going to need more blocks for this, but at least we have it outlined. Before I forget, though, I should probably cancel this one here. And we'll put in another door over here for our colonists to go through. Excellent. And we'll mark this for being mined out. Now, of course, we only have a small amount of granite, and I don't think that we have enough to last this whole kill box, but we shall see. What I will have him do is, okay, we need material. Well, let's see, is there any more on this map? Inside, hopefully. No, there's not, but we can mark these for hauling. And we probably should get the quarry up and going so that we can dig for our own. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's put the quarry in. And we, of course, talked about this last time, where it needs to be placed in the ground. And we'll put the quarry right there. Excellent. That's actually going to be pretty great. So we'll go ahead and we'll mine this out. Hopefully it's not under mountain. Actually, you know what we should do? Is cancel that. Now let's see if we can turn it on its side. There we go. That would be better. And then they can just mine on this side. Yes, it's only half a quarry, but it's better than nothing. Colonist needs beds. Our colonist has a bed. Our robots don't need to sleep, silly game. Droid number 2. Oh, you're not assigned to this, are you? Go cut some... Why are you not assigned to crafting? Did I not set up your work? You should be able to, everyone should be able to, all the robots should be able to do something. Even if you don't do it at first priority. I know you're busy hauling, but I would really like it if you just mine this out to make it a quicker path. And then I'll just hold these open while we're hauling some of this granite. Fantastic. So far, this is shaping up to be a very productive episode. And nothing bad has happened in a while, he said, with a taste of foreboding. Dun dun dun. But now that we have our kill box outlined, what that means is we can expand this all the way over here, and we can put our research station here off the droid room. And we don't need that anymore. And of course, once we get the query in, things will start shaping up pretty well. And of course, this is absolutely fantastic because we've just been, of course, throwing the human meat into there. But we're having some temperature fluctuation, so I'm going to go ahead and install another cooler. But we are going to need to think about some more power, so hopefully Randy sends us some more colonists to throw into tubes. I have a fantasy of powering my entire base with nothing but people who have tried to kill us. This quarry may take a while. We can build a quarry platform out of wood. Excellent. Very good. And of course, the quarry is almost done. We're constantly getting the wasting fuel whenever the wind picks up and the sun is up. It's kind of where we're at. A hailstorm. A freak small-scale hailstorm is ravaging the local area. Any person or creature not hiding under doors risk getting injured by ice pellets. Well, will that affect our little droids? It may. That noise sounded very... Oh, they got a bruise. I'm gonna leave the droids outside. I think it'll be fine. They're just getting bruised. You'll be fine. Actually, no. Look at that. You got a crack. Okay. And you got a bruise as well, apparently. So, yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know why I thought it wouldn't be an issue, but apparently it is. So let's go ahead and get everyone into the emergency area. Now for repairs, jaw crack. I do not think that these will heal over time. Oh, that was mighty close to our power. Yes, I know it's obstructed, but we can't really fix it. I do not think the droids will heal over time. Oh, they will. Look at that. Well, as soon as the hailstorm ends, you'll be allowed to go back outside. So while we're doing this, let's go ahead and adjust our zone for emergency and allow them to go into here, shall we? Do I need to fix this anymore? Nope, that's looking pretty good. So what that means is we can use some marble blocks to make some beautiful floors. And I believe I just did the random paving. Is that what that was? I believe so. Staggered, alternate. That was alternate marble, I believe. So let's do Let's do that, shall we? And we can floor this in while we wait for the hail to end. Oh, and they're of course getting hit by the hail. And they even have an android themselves. That's interesting. Maybe the hail will make someone drop some goodies for us. You never know. Well, now that this is done, what we need to build next is a much better research station. Which I am a dum-dum, and it is not under production. Or is it? The simple one is, oh, high tech. There we go. It was right in front of us the entire time. So I'm gonna put this one over here. We of course don't really have enough steel yet because we've been putting it all into traps. We're of course going to send away our guests because we are not equipped to deal with that just quite yet. I find this absolutely hilarious that they're just out here healing and they won't leave and they just keep getting pelted by hail. I find it absolutely hilarious. And our poor droids, they just don't know what to do with themselves, so I might as well hibernate one of them. And what do these pads cost? Because we might need to build a couple more. Requires steel 15, which actually I don't think we have any steel left, unfortunately. Hibernating the droids is a great idea because what it does is it taps it into the local power system and it keeps them fully charged without draining their needs. And one of the things about these droids is that when their needs go to 0, they explode. Has anyone died from the hail yet? Oh, hello, Mr. Boomrat. You're in shock due to pain. I love how they're just banned. There's so much medicine being wasted right now. This is hilarious. We should probably build another floor. And I did this one wrong, and that really kind of annoys me. In fact, since we can't go outside, I might just remove this floor and do the right one, because I don't like how that looks. Yes, I know we're basically just throwing away resources, and they're finally leaving. Unfortunately, they didn't leave anyone behind for us to glean things from, but a doctor, bulk goods. Okay, so now let's go ahead and do the correct one. I believe it was random. Let's just do a line of it so that I can be sure. Yes, random is the correct one. So let's go ahead and get that going. And of course, we can just hear this thing out here screaming at the bruises and cracks that it keeps getting from the hail. The hailstorm is finally ending, and on that note, we can go ahead and allow our people to go back to unrestricted. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get our boy here to help out. Go, my robot boy, go. And let's go ahead and mark some of this steel over here for mining so that we can get the research bench up and going. And let's have Droid 2 come over and prioritize some of that mining. And of course, the quarry is nearing completion, which is fantastic. We may have to build another worker droid just to work in the mine. Beautiful. Quarry resources. We'll go ahead and cut chunks. All mined items, fantastic. Flash storm. Well, that's not ideal, but it's way over there, so we should be fine. Unfortunately, it is going to start a fire, which will burn a lot of that wood down. Fortunately, we're safe behind our walls, he said, then starting to second guess himself. Fantastic. So how much steel do we have at this point? We kind of just keep using it as soon as we mine it, unfortunately. I'd really like to get this research station built, and perhaps another droid would be nice as well. Water filtration is now done. This is fantastic news. So let's go ahead and worry about our water. Untreated small disease risk. So let's go ahead and go into hygiene and our water treatment plant. Fantastic. We don't have enough steel for this yet, unfortunately, but we will shortly. So we're going to put this over here, and we are going to have a build roof area and just build a small roof over our little treatment area. For our next research that we are going to do, let's go ahead and I believe what we need cryosleep casket, advanced fabrication, high-tech research bench, and a multi-analyzer to begin actually making androids. Androids are fantastic. They are a little bit more powerful and closer to actual people than our little drone bots. But let's go ahead and start on something new. Let's start worrying about gas operation. Fortunately, our person's job is to essentially just research, and with a 13 in intellectual skill, Kasumi can just do it very quickly. And this is great news for us. We need more steel. So why don't you come out here and get me some more steel, please? Just mine this all gone. You have nothing better to do. Just mine it all. Fantastic. Now I kind of want to take Droid here to see how mining goes. How long it takes to get a chunk. Because apparently what you have to do a failure. We didn't get one. So in this one here, we are going to have priority important, and we are going to set it for, so we're going to clear all, and we are going to set this for chunks, stone chunks. And when this one's built, we will set this for stone blocks only. It'll be fantastic. So hopefully that is enough steel to finally get us started on this. We have 200 steel. So Droid 2, would you please come work on this? Why, thank you. More power, but we'll let you be. Excellent. So Droid 1 is working in this quarry, and I'm not sure how much failure it's going to be until we actually get a stone chunk. That's one of the things I'm really curious about, is to see how effective it is. And we established a marble chunk. Excellent. But now what if I have you come, what if we change this over to chisel blocks? We'll just pull blocks directly out of it. This is fantastic. We don't even need, well, we're gonna keep this anyway so that we can get the specific kind we want. Since we placed this in marble, however, this is only going to give us marble. And unfortunately, I'm not seeing that much granite. Granite is over here. And we could potentially put a quarry over there. But alas, I feel like that will have to happen next time, as our time is drawing to an end. So let's go ahead and take a break. Next episode, we are going to finish doing our research lab. We're going to get everything moved over here. Is worry about our drug production lab. So thanks again for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.